Japan schools are shutting down because there aren't enough children. Chinese population is shrinking for the first time in decades. And now experts are asking, is India next? Okay, I will say another reality. We always hear that India is overpopulated. But what if I told you in a few decades, India might actually struggle to find enough people? Sounds impossible, right? And the fact is, more than 60 countries today have fertility rates below the replacement level. That means they are literally running out of people. Could India be heading toward the same future? Let's decode the reality behind this population puzzle. And if you are a UPSC aspirant, here is the question for you. India is the youngest country in the world today, as everyone knows. But could it become the oldest one tomorrow? And this is the concept, the burning affair, demographic winter. So let's break down this concept in simple, logical, and exactly the way UPSC expects you to think. This is why it became a burning topic, as I said. Hello everyone, this is Shankar, your UPSC mentor, here to decode everything in the lens of UPSC. Imagine a big forest filled with young green trees. That's a country with lots of young people. Now imagine that no new trees are growing, no saplings, just aging trunks. Slowly the forest becomes old and still. That's what happens in a demographic winter. When a country's birth rate falls below the replacement level and the population starts aging and shrinking. So technically the definition is demographic winter, a situation where a country's population starts shrinking or ages rapidly because people are having fewer children. It's like the opposite of a population explosion. In a population explosion, too many babies are born. But in a demographic winter, too few babies are born. So think of it as a population freeze. The society gets older and smaller over the time. Here comes the simple global example. Look at Japan. The average age there is around 49 years. Young people don't want to marry early or have many kids. Now there are fewer workers, fewer taxpayers, and more old people depending on pensions and healthcare. Europe, South Korea, and even China are now facing the same issue, falling the fertility rates and shrinking populations. That's the demographic winter where the population tree starts losing its roots. Then what about India? India is still a young country. Our median age is just 28 years and our fertility rate is about 2.0, which is close to the replacement level. But here is the twist. While India as a whole is young, some states are already showing early signs of demographic winter. The reports are saying so. In Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Sikkim, the fertility rates have fallen below 1.8. That means fewer children, more elderly people. But on the other hand, interestingly, the states like Bihar and Uttar Pradesh are still young and growing. So India is not one demographic story. It's two different stories running side by side parallelly. The south is aging and the north is youthful. This fertility rate differences is becoming a serious concern to India now. So what could be the problems? If fertility keeps falling, the challenges we may face include the rising elderly population who really need the care, the government support. There will be more elderly and fewer workers. Then who will support the pension system and the economy? Because India is having the long-term targets, Vision 2047, that we are the most rising economy in the globe. Not only that, we might also face a labor shortage, especially in manufacturing and agricultural sectors, which are the backbone for our economy. Healthcare and social security costs will increase. The interstate migration will increase. The youth from Bihar or Uttar Pradesh moving to southern states for work, which means the migration pressures from north to south will increase. Obviously, a possible slowdown in the economy growth. It's like the energy of youth shifting unevenly across the country. But the good news is it's not all bad. We still have time. India today stands in the middle of its demographic dividend. If managed properly, which I can say as a golden period where our working age population is larger enough to power economic growth. If we invest in education, skill development, jobs, social security, we can stay warm long before the demographic winter arrives. This phase can give India a demographic dividend, a window where the working age population is large and can boost the growth. But the dividend can also turn into demographic disaster if we fail to manage, if jobs, education, and skills don't keep the pace. So, to conclude, India is not yet facing a demographic winter, but it is entering a phase of demographic transition where some states are aging faster than others, with southern states nearing a demographic winter while the northern states remain youthful. The challenge lies in managing this imbalance through inclusive policies. In short, I could say the winter isn't here yet, but we can already feel the early chill. And now we respond today will decide whether our population becomes a burden or our biggest strength. So before the population freezes, we must make sure the youth power burns bright. That's India's real task ahead. So here comes the UPSC relevance. This so-called topic, demographic dividend or demographic transition, demographic winter, whatsoever. These are the topics which are directly linked to population policy, human resource development, aging, social welfare, interstate inequalities, which all falls under GS Paper 1 society, GS Paper 2 governance and social welfare, and even under GS Paper 3 economy mains. When I teach, I don't just see the numbers or policies, I see the faces, dreams, and the future of India. Each one of you watching this is part of that story. Let's keep learning together, one idea at a time. Remember, numbers may rise and fall, but what truly defines a nation is how it uses its people. India's strength is not just in its population, it's in the dreams, skills, and energy of every young mind watching this. If today's video make you think deeper, don't just stop here. Share it, talk about it, and keep questioning. This is Shankar Sir's Knowledge Kshetra, where curiosity meets clarity and learning never ends. See you soon. Until then, keep your minds open and your purpose strong. If you felt a connection with this thought, hit like, share it forward, and subscribe to this channel, Knowledge Kshetra, because this is not just a channel, it's a movement to make India think deeper. Jai Hind.